So many people na-eme a na-ekwu okwu ife gbasara activities Mathias. If I had ekwu Ezeaku. Meanwhile, click on like and love and share this video. All now enjoy all these broadcasts. Click on like and love and share this video. A lot of women now na-ekwu Ezeaku na na-ekwu okwu insecurity. Na-ekwu okwu Mathias. When are you going to talk about insecurity in this country? Mathias issue, is it more important than the national issue and it discussed now? Let me tell you something, in case if you don't know. I want to tell you something right now. The level of insecurity in this country, if a cause the insensitive, too much insensitive nature of our leaders not being proactive. The reason we know our leaders not being proactive is because, have you seen some of these or most of these criminal activities grow today to be more like a terror and risk organization? They all have a history of how they started, and that is why now America now, no Western countries they are more of preventive measures than actually curing the said matter when it has grown or developed. Oh, now our leaders will make it sensitive. Oh, now our security wing will make it more formal to be sensitive and be proactive in tackling crime. Some of these criminal organizations, some of these crimes are committed by, they will arrest the situation before it even develop. Why do I say so? Ezeaku, why you will happen Mathias? Mathias, do you know how Book and the Haram started in Ugwausa? Do you care to know how Book and the Haram started in Ugwausa? Onye can you say now on the security wing guy na do proactive in tackling security challenges. Even from the onset of when these crimes are planned here, they will move in and they will arrest that situation. Let me give you an instance. Keletu Boko Haram's will be done today. Keletu Boko Haram's will be done today. Boko Haram be done by a group of people who assembled themselves and will a leader. However, they don't want anything Western education. They are religious extremists in terms of they are the people, those people who are practicing that and had ikwisinana. Ufodu self civilization emego na ndị na-akpịsị na nne ya rụrụ ụfọ. So if I were a religious organization, religious extremists who came together, we na anything Western civilization, Western education, that what they want to practice is call that hard belief in this 21st century. When they were clamoring for that, government overlooked them. Government felt that they continue to feel like now they click on like and love and share this video. Click here on like and love and share this video. Anything in this video in that this video and then click on like and love. You want to go? I like our behavior and attitude towards programmer in a member. have been encouraging. I have to be honest with you. And then I may repeat you, but I go very soon. Maybe don't want to battle my inbox. There, there's an issue. Right on. I love what you are doing. I'll block you immediately. When you that in yes, compliment is good, but when you what you can actually do is to support the program, and by supporting the program, nobody is asking you to give money. If you want to give money, you are giving money out of your own free will. You can't come to my inbox, come to my WhatsApp, or you go right on. I love what you are doing, or you send the Alamo love emoji in a inbox. That love emoji, send it in a program. I name it. That like. If you send it in a program, I name it. You ought to go share that program. There are so many people who will love to hear this message. There are so many people this message will give them work. You ought to go build all their mental ever. I don't support this your write up at all. Your business, Chidi your business, your family business. It's none of my business. You ought to go. So now. Why if I remain Guelsa, government was ignoring them. Not until Hawemweta alliance from outside. They now started implementing. They now started enforcing that thing had believed in. Onya pataro, ijiwe not in danger. Not in danger. And the fact is that these people, according to Ufodunde, because at some point in Ugwausa, ha mechakwasi egbuokwazi ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala, ndị otu ha ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala. Ịghọtago? Iji wee gosego na belief ha do far much different from nke ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala. Onye ka nji wesi ụlọ onwe ife a na-akpọ onwe ndị a na-akpọ religious extremist. Nya ha na-do so extreme in their religious belief. I am still coming to Mathias. I want to tell you how I am indirectly fighting insecurity in the East, but you don't know. I want to tell you how I am indirectly helping to fight insecurity in the Southeast while you are busy talking about already grown up crime organization, life of our people with the so-called Fulani herdsmen. I want to tell you how I am helping to fight a demon that is going to torment us in the near future. If we look at it also and say, happen these people, face serious issues. I want to tell you how this minor issue can grow up to be a serious issue tomorrow in the future. Because all these things we are fighting today, Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, mention them, they are all activities that started just like Etu Mathias Ezeaku. How will a leader who claimed that he is speaking for a particular group of people, and that time had they use some kind of insightful words. People say na just where anything before you know it, they started adding little they say or just a few among them who now perpetrate that criminality act. Before you know it, have with alliance from an organization well established, and the rest is history today. That's why at some point you even begin to wonder who is funding these people. They have some activities before have high people who believe and never have believe. Obviously, maybe because of one interest or the other. It does a fund. Now, let me explain very well. Just like Boko and Haram, Shaka will be done. Shaka will let him. We don't want education. We don't want, before you know it. Duto Nahana Agwaro. You gotta go. Duto Nahana Agwaro. National Western education. They don't want anything Western. Just like Efa, for the Muna in a heavy disease, they feel okay that these people are actually too timid. With the kind of backward, to have a promote backwardness, we can actually use them as an instrument. If they do, is where you be use where I feel kwa na ha jikwa through powerful enforcement enyere ha with ngwa ọgụ niile ahụ ebili ha fukwe ha si wee feel na ha ejiwu ngwa ọgụ ahụ wee zọkọkwa for their own interest ha maọkwa na nwere other people na-eyuzukwa ha for their own selfish interest. Before you know it, that organization grew up to ebe ọ nọ today. Nke ahụ aside. Now, let us go to what happened in Rwanda. Even in Rwanda, is more like an animal try as much as possible. Can I read use English? Because na they use English. Or when you different name this construction in the member. Name use English. Or a yaga name signal mark somehow, and I don't want it. Or Rwanda. The genocide in Rwanda today. Would genocide? If a cause here today, na ogo. I wonder. If I na weba tribal, a other go ethnicity, and I be that policy. Now we feel na Rwanda. Kerife juwe koso gwa me okuono insightful words. Ke juwe koso gwa. When you feel say from nowhere, those people are now tribal extremists. Nda bu tribe eto ya we puta Igbo nda bu nya Igbo ayiwu ndị Igbo somebody to come and dibia ndị Igbo nka ndị Igbo karịcharo ndị Igbo nwa bidoro civilization bidoro na Igbo this one Igbo this one Igbo is this one Igbo is this one every time Igbo they are Igbo extremists ndị to come and dibia for Mathias Ezeaku. And it's not as if they truly love Igbo so it's just because they have found a means of survival. If you want to, let me tell you honestly, the best way to eat deep into the mind of the people is indeed through religion, one. Two, is through tribe. People that have tribal sentiment. That is why even in Lagos here back it only Igbo nwere ike je zuru ife mmadụ. Onye Igbo nwere ike je zuru ife mmadụ. Agada na-eti onye Igbo ife. Ofu onye Igbo pụta ha ebe a sị na-emewekwana ndị Igbo na-etu ọka anyị si emewu ndị Igbo na Lagos baba efu ebe ahụ efu anụ adu divided into two. Ndị Igbo niile na ebe a kịta akwụrụ one side, ndị Yoruba akwụrụ one side. Before you know it, anyị adazi aka akụkọ onye jezuru ife mmadụ. Ife anyị adazi ekwu okwu owo na ndị Igbo na-emewu ndị Yoruba na ndị Yoruba na-emewu ndị Igbo. Ebido hụbata marginalization into a clear case of theft. That is to show you how religion and the ethnicity can divide a whole country into two. There is no level of crime it cannot originate. There is no level of crime it cannot cause to a society. Negente. Now, a Wenjekui isusu between two major tribes in Rwanda. Ofu tribe do more powerful because no hana ache. E we bande nke ni afa. We say na ha cockroaches. Nde nke anachi. We will this one. All people do ka Mathias amazi dibia with Allah. Hana wu na social media. E we nwayo na efuere ye, na engineer ye, na efuere ye, na engineer ye. Before you know what is happening, President na-achị Rwanda mgbe ahụ si from the major tribe ndị ji power wee baa plane wee na-eje somewhere, and the area ebe a nọ wee gbari plane ahụ n'elu ugwu within the area of nke ndị eni a na-instigate ha against wee nọ ebe ahụ wee gbari plane ahụ n'elu because no ha nwa nwelu instrument of army, police and everything more than their side. Ha wee wola abani ahụ ife ahụ juju eme before call away kwa egwu na ndị tribe eri more than 1 million people. I'm telling you, ka iwe fu ife maka a na-ekwu ya dịka okwu ọnụ anụ ebe Mathias na-ekwu na ụmụ ya nwụ Chineke kpọ ụlọ ọkụ ọnwụ ike ya ekwu unu a na-afụ ya nọ eme wes a na-ekwu ekwu And now, for us, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. They're guilty. Because we are fighting or go. Go to the level where it will chase us. Now, the remaining thing you eat about deep into us. Nanibo. Ndiba suffer a lot too. In case if you don't know, Ndiba suffer a lot that we can sit down and watch another demon grow up within us. I am ready to admit. Before you know it, before we call Akwa Kokolonko in the morning, those other tribes, more than 1 million of them, block the whole access road. And with a halo, drug out to joke, it ain't to get you on police. Mako, Yeji, Mako, Cage when I must see easy. You want to give an hour? Ngaro, I want if tribal ogo. Cage will millions and millions and millions of people. Look at the Fulani herdsmen today. Whether you like it or not, those are people among them now considered these nuisance are also Islamic extremists. People among them now consider this nuisance one in Nigeria today. Or a leader and they instigate her. All these things are the until I capable to fund them. I can bring it down to what is happening in the southeast today. If you see how mean Mathias Ezeaku declaring on na yawo na na-eme ndị Igbo nka na na-eme ndị ụka na sorry na ndị ụka na-eme nka ndị ụka na-eme nka ndị ụka wụ ndị ohi ka njọ ya ajụjụ kedu ife a na-eme ogbu mmadụ Mathias na-asị na ndị ụka wụ ogbu mmadụ that mothers that this one kedu ife a na-eme onye gburu mmadụ somebody sign ebe a kedu ife a na-eme onye gburu mmadụ kedu ife a na-eme onye zuru ohi kedu ife a na-eme onye gburu mmadụ kedu ife a na-eme onye zuru ohi onye gburu mmadụ ọkwọ ogbugbu ka ya egbue onye zuru ohi nke iji egbe na mma wee zuo ohi ọkwọ ogbugbu ka ya egbuye o mechakwa n'ikpeazụ nọrọ na-asị let me tell you Mathias n'ụkata echi niile wee nweta an alliance with the people who can fund him. Maka Mathias nwere intention. Mathias n'ụkata echi niile especially with the way and manner ndị o si were ekwu n'okwu mụ na ya afụgo na that young man enweghị one single conscience. Mathias enweghị one single conscience and ọ na-ekwu okwu you can see bitterness and wickedness written all over him. And don't feel na ndị religious leaders that Christian organization na ha karịrị so much or believe na ha karịrị so much that he is speaking from the place of minority. So tomorrow offer somebody nwere ike inye alliance only to be in the same position and in the same level to be able to fight these people. Mathias will gladly accept it. Ewa draw odoka. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. We have posted a couple of videos where he cannot say one thing without mentioning on, where he cannot say another thing without mentioning on. Mathias fufu onwu yebu ha. Mathias fufu onwu yebu ono yanwu ona yobel ono yanwu. This is what he wished Christians and their leaders. And don't enye that wishes with a man okwono. Are you telling me that tomorrow? Are you telling me now that tomorrow? No na Mathias nweta something nwere ike iji wee enforce that thing on ekwu that we are not going to have another security challenges in our hands. Is that what you are telling me? Already, onwere ụbọchị mmeri video wee sị na ọ bụrụ na gọọmenti anyị na-do proactive in tackling crime. Onwere a lot of people who make pages na social media today are supposed to hit that walk around free because every grown-up crime committee in this country currently now started as a discussion na social media. So all na government here na monitor social media. Now monitor social media. They should be able to get tip off. They should be able to either prevent. They should be able to either make arrest that is going to link to something that there are so many missing links that you can gather from discussions and behaviors of people on social media. It will make sense to you. Even Zambia is an African country in the southern Africa, but if you see how the secret service here, Giano, low-key, the secret service here, intelligence officers here, Siano, low-key in social media, no one comment sections, are they engaging in equation, are they engaging in equation? Hey, weta go every single information hand in weta. The next thing here, I know they pick it up. That is the next thing. Because instead of them to allow you to incite people to either say, oh, when one katano, a wepo, nande bialabia, nejeru na omo one compound dodo after Matelu na Lelanda, nelu na that Lelanda, rueba. Ụfọdụ obodo wee jije goro ife na shop onye Rwanda wee ruo ebe a onye Rwanda wee meghe friji o wee fụpasị anụ mmadụ n'ime. Okwu asị ndị bulitere okwu ahụ, those people ahụ na ha like ndị bịara abịa, just like this young guy wunya engineer with this xenophobia na-eme na South Africa today. Are you not aware? Not somebody started here the same way Mathias Ezeaku wey spread the hate among Christians and ndị ọdịnala. Are you not aware? No, that same way, because somebody will be spread the hate between the Belabia and the foreigners in South Africa and in the South African indigenous. Are you not aware? We'll be like that. They spread the hate here before you know it. That hatred only spread. Abba go into physical action, and the people are losing their lives on a daily basis because of an action that started as a mere conversation, recruiting people, working on people's emotion. Have you seen? Now, in their own case, government kept quiet because body language. Government teach body language here. Where support where, because I have to be honest with you, all these southern countries like Mozambique, Angola, South Africa, Zambia, and the rest of them, they don't need you. That is why Hajj strict and strong immigration rules that is only going to favor Muslim. As a foreigner, I feel if it happen, if I don't know one man, it will happen. So they don't need you. So how does he will do that negligence will support all their citizens into committing such acts? The reason Bangladesh will arrest that guy in instigate this xenophobia in South Africa is because now whatever now you know. So government needs to cover up. That is why you see them reacting, just like the negligence of our government in terms of Boko Haram and in terms of Fulani herdsmen. You will see that this is more like an orchestrated act being backed up by the negligence of people who are in power and who are in authority. But whenever anytime the government wants to work, and you see that this social media, when they pick their intelligence, I am telling you what is happening. Now Zambia, before you even say Jack Robinson, the Secret Service, intelligence officers, they will get your phone, they will ransack your phone, they will ransack your house, can handle chore. Any aligning group gonna have a discourse about those things. In fact, they will first of all want to know can you form the basis and foundation of this thing in how many people they instigate, how many people na yuzu will commit something, how many a group where a discussion is being held that going to hold you, and they will do a thorough investigation, all a Hamisha investigation. Wherefore, that this is just something they just will think out from your head. They will now start with the process of clearing you now for you to understand. In order to external influence, external factors. Akwazie unihu when they chase can the die do cast how we better end. Now government will now start with the process of educating you. Or lack of that proactiveness. Unya ne mena cry more wuna Ghana Nigeria. A grow auto obedient act and our government in our day we even hey, we go after it rather than preventing it from the root cause. I am saying this because Owo need the tag Anambra State Governor Soludo. You need to tag him. Mathias is an impending danger that is still waiting to explode in Anambra State, in the southeast region. If you see the aggressiveness, Dunime Umubinga on a room, how about you my pieces? I'm being honest with you. If you see the aggressiveness on Adunime, you ask yourself, can they even win that? He is growing their mindset. He is changing that brain. He is now putting that one, artificial one, OG, for his own selfish interest. I hope you are listening to what I'm saying. He is now giving, okay, can draw every other value. Or to come on now, is it sensible that they are one mother? No, yalo, even na play, or to repair, or young and war, because nowhere reward no somewhere. This is orientation in these people over the years. If I mind of these people can prepare over the years, as time goes by, they are becoming more hardened in that new teaching and never. Over the time we are one, Amarona had to go ready to execute. And it only happens in a society where the government is not active. Mathias is a danger. Let's talk about insecurity. Insecurity in about Nigeria. Do you think that it started yesterday? Do you think that it started yesterday? But let's go. Like it. What if you prevent that madness? Why Nigeria do we like a cure, career prevention? Can't you honestly prevent something from occurring in the first place? Must you always wait until the time you will now start looking for cure and solution to a grown Allah which you could have avoided when it was still trying to germinate? Are you telling me that our government be done and watch it? Look, go and bring the record, their record in the family. Okay, man, people get more than how many times? Okay, man, okay, to Urumuye. Oh, but go on, okay, for you take your time, move one day here. Okay, man, one you put it. Oh, but go to you, okay, for move one day, Luna. It will get more than over and over and over and over again. It is not something that just came to the mind. They all acted based on accumulated thinking and actions. We feel Melonia which we post thinking yet at that particular moment. In what I go or out is a horse book, Uburu Yeshiyatawa. But I didn't hear no matter. So, Eshini Nekita, Anokata Bido, Abatano Noka, about money. Abatano Noka, about money. After they go to a woman. Because that's what they have started doing. Yes, that's what they are. They are practically trying to tell you how weak Jesus Christ is. So they have so many times brought about church leaders. They have brought about church leaders. They have brought about even the Christians. They are beginning to show you places, evidence to show you that Jesus Christ is all capable of protecting. So what makes you think that they cannot carry it up to an advanced level just to eat Mathias Ezeaku no kaya nalele na Igbo? What are the measures or shall he use? What are the measures or shall he use to ensure that no kaya na Igbo? Can you tell me those measures? Nduko no ya nwu Chineke ya ọkụ nwa nwa win any government ifa ibe atu ngunga be ya nwo onwu ya egbu no onwu ike ya egbu no onwu ike ya egbu no ona yo bel gunu onwu ike onwu mmadụ bịara ahụ wee nwu onwu ike okwori onwu bịara ifa maybe by accident or through igbo mmadụ or through ịmụ mmadụ ọkụ or through any form of disaster ka onwu ike ji egbu mmadụ ifuta n'ebe mmadụ na-akpụrụ ụra oteta ha asị na onwere onwu ike. Our security agencies should be able to interpret mindset and reactions of people on social media. A lot of crimes are committed today. Start from this social media. But you will not know. You will not know. Tomorrow, a criminal organization who also want to use an opportunity of unrest among the mindset of Igbos to commit a particular crime can go and get somebody like Mathias and not target a particular section of Igbo. They can go and meet him. How are they going to meet so that both this side and this side, their interest will be actualized? They can go on a roundtable discussion. This is what we are going to do to be able to get you what you want, and this is how you are going to play along to be able to get us what we want. A crime and a criminal organization is established. You see why it is wrong when you see people inciting other people and you keep quiet. You know, the blue ones in your state. That is at the point where you want to start crying. Where you want to start crying is na mission school. That is what you want. Where you want to start talking is that is where you want to come out and start protesting and start talking about insecurity. That's why I don't even understand some of you. I don't know. Nigeria will zero approach to preventive measures. That is why COVID about Nigeria only millions of Nigerians. Because why other countries are busy with preventive measures, Nigeria to so porous. Onye can you whistle? No onye balogona ebele and the religious activities are they make in this country. Na God ada no ebele in Nigeria. Man onye a na atro because I don't see Nigeria, despite the level of resources I went over there, from my being able to contend that Ebola. Because other countries, those diseases, you invest more in preventive measures. You invest more in prevention than actually curing, because when it comes in, curing it becomes too terrible. COVID in Nigeria, UK, United UK government, on Nigeria haka, the American on the on China and the cap. Where we say Nigeria? Where we say Nigeria? I can't contend with COVID-19. You see? So some of these things, you invest more in preventive measures rather than controlling them when they eventually come to play. What Mathias is doing is very dangerous. I am not doing it because I hate him. I don't. There was a time when CDB water no nweke kulobia. We say government call on nweke kulobia bam church tell this way. Is that not insightful words? I am asking you, is that not insightful words? You are trying to incite a different set of people to prepare their mind into believing that their place of worship. You are therefore inciting them. Do you know that criminals, do you know that people who want to carry out their criminal activities can take advantage of that your comment. That is why today ndị mmadụ pụtara na-agwa na-enwe na people nwere criminal mind infiltrate Biafra struggle. Yes, that is because there was an avenue, an opportunity that allowed them to take advantage of that struggle. Yes, maka ndị Igbo aha ama ebe mmiri bido mara anyị nya ka anyị eji ha ama ebe ọ kwụsịrị ịma anyị. When you create an enabling environment where everybody can come and carry out their interest, it was way, yeah, it creates go an enabling environment. Naturally, the woman go, they are free. Your intention of creating that organization is not for either woman go or your owner, but even here, or do so porous that people with conflicting interests can now come in. And what are the most places ABC this things on how to put us through one. If you are heading an organization and your body language and your command and everything about your action is driven towards peace, it will be difficult for any of such people to take advantage of that organization to act or to execute their. But if your body language and your words is always geared through this element I'm talking about can easily take advantage and prey on that particular program in order to carry out their selfish and personal interest. So when you look at Mathias, you will say what Mathias is doing is not that has foundation. Well, a peaceful foundation. Mathias believes that it was a war. If not, I've told him to say Christianity came here not through the process of the wars of war. Christianity came here giving our ancestors and our forefathers the kind of love they have never experienced. They showed them love. They show them kindness, the kind of love and kindness you will use to woo a woman. This guy, he hated this guy. I am like for this guy. At the end of the day, or end thereof, fall in love with that guy. It is because that guy has come in a different way and manner which you cannot explain. When somebody begin to show you love and kindness in abundance, you will be you will be so shut out that you won't even know what you are doing anymore. That is the truth. That was the approach the Westerners used on our forefathers and show them that our God is all about love. This is what love is all about. They brought they opened mission hospitals where people can go and get advanced medical treatment. They opened mission schools where our people can go and get advanced learning. They started taking some of our people to Obodoyiwo to go and train them in different fields. They will send gifts that our parents has never seen. They brought science and technology and showed our parents that this is what life is all about out there. They brought about migration, where you can migrate from point A to point B in order to find the greener pasture. That the field is not always green just within your area. They introduce a lot of new things. When somebody introduces new benefiting ideas to you, you may even be forced to leave everything about yourself and your existence at the mercy of that person. It is a simple trick, a profiting trick. Yes. So now all Mathias' intention is of good and not of evil. If Christianity penetrated our land through the message of love, why can't you use the same message of love to also bring our people back to where you say you are taking them back to? It's a question. This is not between us and the Yoruba. Because when you start talking about that Christianity, when you are taking Nigeria backwards, I will ask myself, just like etu J Park si wekwu na video na voice note na voice he gave last time. From independent till now, how many Christian leaders should go to this country? Yeah. When you want to be inclusive, talking about the whole Nigeria, you talk about the two major religions in Nigeria, except if you are scared to talk about the other one. If you want to limit it to an Igbo, you can limit it to an Igbo. I am one Igbo about Igboland in particular. But what you should have used is when you want to play at the emotion of people, you use two things. It's either you incite them violently or you use love. You use love. Love na that permanent when it eventually germinates. Violence can only be temporal because only the violent experience your love or your drop with any now, and with chances no your drop with any now, they are in deep regret. So can you tell me when you say Ezeaku, forget about even Basaro Mathias, let us talk about insecurity. Is it that you want to talk about already established insecurity, or you are not interested in the one who made it deep? Do you know what it means? Namely, the outbreak of religious organization. Do you know what it means? Your mother is not safe. Your father is not safe. Your sister is not safe. Yes. Christianity has gone deeper into the blood of Ndibo that no one na abataketa. Look at Ifemena Ozobro massacre. Do you know how many people were there? We are talking about over 20 people from different families, not just one family. Oh, we family ketal mother we family ketal nena. And this is what I am talking about. As you go, forget about this. Let us talk about this. Forget about this. Let us talk about this. Ndo kabatalo bido introduce a new method of doing things against the archaic and the wicked way has we but no, you can actually do this. You can do this. Some of you own a member to take a decision or banish your mother. They brought in law, government, yes, or an individual body, an independent body that can be able to maintain law and order and enforce it where necessary. Apart from personal, now what we are now battling with is individuals using their power and influence now to influence those institutions. It is better. At least I know closer to solution than what we used to have before. Our forefathers saw it. They saw sense in this. They saw orderliness. They began to deviate from the previous ways as we made those things. Tell me, why can't you use the same approach? Look at free hospital. It's an error. If you go, Nando Kabiaba Hakugo, to a Kandocha, si we butela yoka. Ndocha Bialo clinic. Ma antenatal, postnatal, and different. In fact, in the heart target themselves one day, or ebe ha take ebe niile ndị ọcha take missionary gospel to wo ebe ndị ada eju kanu ebe fa na-eje ewe ebe ndị ekwere ekwe ebe fa na-aga. Yes, ebe ndị ekweghị ekwe nọ ka ha na-aga onwe ife ha ji ndị ekwere ekwe eme. Elu ebe all those love and the affection and everything do design for people ekweghị ekwe. Nwaanyị ị na-achụ ka go na ewewa go na ya na awudu mbụ o nwere ike ọnwa nwaanyị kwagoro ịnụgoro ya sịrị ebe ọgwa ndị mmadụ tụfịa kwụ onwe ife ya ejikọ mụ na onye but later you eventually end up with her na bed because ni use gift and many beautiful things to woo her or for another part of you ofu biga anya love yeme mmadụ whether fake or real yeme mmadụ ofu biga anya for your intention towards him or her onye for your intention towards him or her onya ebido lasiwa some of street rules otiri around you before you know it onya ha will all yours. So since Mathias has chosen not to use love as an approach but to use force because he is using force, I can assure you that he's using force. Oh no matter why, choose this or you buy, choose this or you buy, especially when they don't have any power to take life out of you. They are waiting for They are gradually waiting for the day they will have an alliance. They are gradually waiting for the day they will have somebody that is going to give them the kind of empowerment they want, so that they can now start executing. Ọwụrụ na Nigeria or na Anambra State, who a country, ebi wu na alụ ọlụ, mgbe ahụ Maazị Dibia kwuru na anwa kutuo ọlụlụ eke ekwulu ọbịa chọọchị 10 esue bulldozer na ha eje ha yata bulldozer, they will stand by. Church 10 esue. He want to reduce Anambra State into the state of anarchy. O nwere iwu a na-akpọ ya ọdan achọghị ikwu ya ebe ọ na gọọmenti a suppose ọ na gọọmenti achọghị ime ya arrest, gọọmenti suppose invite ya for questioning or by into record that he was eventually invited for so and so insightful words, or do recorded, so that if anything happens tomorrow it can be traced to that. But our society, our state, our country do so porous that sensitive and important information, all these people, look, Fulani Esmeno, Shetakwo, they started Bobo, first of all, looking for settlement in areas that is not even their territory. They first of all, try to penetrate the government into introduction of Ruga settlement. It is a process that started a long time ago. Now, when all the approach they want to use to systematically penetrate every section has failed, that was when they now started applying force. And they did not just start applying force when they don't have sponsors or allies. If not, Kelebe has seen whether the kind of ego and the kind of ngwaga had you all these things. Is he not alliance with a powerful organization or alliance with a powerful somebody who, by the way, may not even have the same interest with the one they have? Only when he can weigh a different interest. But seeing the area where they are passionately driving to, he decided to exploit them. So when I talk about Mathias Ezeaku, talk about insecurity, which other insecurity am I talking about? Apart from Nkemwerike is swinging into your house in the middle of the night when you are sleeping without knowing. Yes, if Mathias can successfully raise each and every of these demons in your home, tell me, all these people now support Mathias no na-ekwu na ndị ụka ya anwụ, onye nne na-eje ụka, onye nna na-eje ụka, onye ụmụnne enuchalu di o ụmụnne ndị nwoke na-eje ụka, sọsọ nya bago na awaken Mathias in his mind. Ọ na-akọ Mathias aka ebe Mathias na-ekwu ọnwụ gbuo ndị ụka, ọnwụ gbuo ndị ụka. What it means is that somebody who has given up on the father and the mother, somebody who is willing to bury the father and the mother and ụmụnne niile because na ha nwere different belief with him. Is this somebody ya will be able to have sense? Have sense. Have sense. I don't know why the government of Anambra State is still failing. Until Ogo na Mathias asego ndoshanka ogujukwa anu na Iran ndị Igbo. You want to go such kind of person weta funding from somewhere. O believe kita na Oyedeboke come to an Igbo today. O believe na Ebuka Obi ha. O believe na Fada Mbaka ha. O believe na Fada Bemoso ha. O believe na no know what it takes to fight these people. Yes, o believe that know what it takes to fight all these bishops and the Ndanocha na Igbo. But tomorrow, oku erigide ifa one day, o we meet here somebody well an interest if you should harvest na Igbo. Onya he I know you don't like these people. Look at what I can do to get these people down under your feet so that you can sit and decide the fate of these people. I can do it for you, but look at what I want. Are you telling me that somebody do capable of you that he will not go or move with that plan? Why is Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo one for Why is his government refusing and failing to checkmate activities of Mathias, preparing the mind of our youth? Carnivorous animals waiting to prey on me and you. Imeshono na-ekwu isimu ezugo which if na-achị emebe edo interested na nke mere Oyo State. I'm not saying they are not human beings. They are human beings. But asị na esi n'ụlọ doro mma wepụwa n'ilo. Asị na esi n'ụlọ doro mma wepụwa n'ilo. Yes, charity, they say, begins at home. You are seeing the mind and bitterness of people who are willing because you are doing something that has nothing to do with them. Personal decision. Some of them are not even doing better than you. Some of them are so backward. Tell me why Tell me why I general price at you on your behalf. Somebody who is so insensitive like Mathias, Misibu na page Sidona, Zambia Watchdog, and there's so many news agencies in Zambia. They all sympathize with Misibu family. People see from southern region, southern deck. Southern deck. They are able to sympathize with Nigeria, sympathize with the Stable family. Somebody Igbo. Mr. Igbo na so the same language. All over the place na social media. Now I'm walking Mr. Igbo. Do you know that being insensitive when you develop your mind to the you are insensitive to the plight of other people. You are a demon. Do you know what it means to be insensitive? Somebody come baby and ozu dono and actually if you can degenerate to that level, it means you have sold your conscience. You want human conscience. You don't have human conscience anymore. That is the level of somebody we have. Leading a sensitive organization that borders on the region and people's belief. And Mathias should be the person in the right position. How many times Kefudanalebe on accusing couples on how to live a peaceful life? How many times on how to live a good life as a human? How many times Kefu on accusing and morals? How many times give God? Every single teaching here is based on ndoka this, ndoka that, ndoka this, ndoka that, ndoka ebu guy, ebu guy. They are buying our people. Hanebu our people. Mwejo gajujo. Onye gbalugu na okeke na ebu. Can you me respect ki ime okeke? It's a simple question. Mgbe mmadu mechalu n'ụwa accuse of igbu mmadu, man onye ha ewuji owo ndo. Ife na agba mmadu mechasịta n'ụwa to the point of accuse you niile egbu mmadu onye ahụ achọghị ndụ because onye na-agba mmụnwa wezu ugo niile egbusisi ụmụnne m kedu ife ọchọ ka mmegbu ogbu mmụọ ha na mma o mere respect na mme spell. That is why inji say he is gradually preparing and watering the ground. At the right time, the bigger forces will come and possess this struggle. It will grow into a huge criminal organization that will be very difficult for government to contend with. Let us go back to history. Every single thing that has tormented we Igbos today, don't we know how it all started? It all started as an engagement na social media here. With that heavy voice of inciting people, preparing the mind of people, making people to believe that this is their enemy, making people to believe that once you take away this enemy, you are free, making people to believe that these enemies are the reason why your people are buying These enemies are the people reason why your people are not progressing. This enemy is the reason why you are where you are today. Showing people a beautiful life, telling them that it is this same person that is standing between you and that beautiful life. When you prepare the mind of somebody up to that level, what are you expecting that person to do to that barrier? Is it not to break that barrier? To be able to break a barrier, Kalelego, don't you need alliance? It's clear, it's very clear that why he is not doing anything now is because he doesn't have the resources, he doesn't have the power. Let us also remember the time Obia Obia na sense maka onye arụrụ ana na agba ọsọ mgbe onwe ife na-achụ onye arụrụ ana na agba ọsọ mgbe onwe ife na-achụ for clear conscience fears no accusation. O we bido gwala ha that no nwetara information na ndị ụka na-achị igbue na onwe ife melu ihe on their choices gbuo ha ncha niile onye onafụ bụ video ahụ ọfụma onye ofere ego egbuo onye si gbuo nwunye gbuo nwa gbuo ụmụ niile if the fool of that video. So you ask yourself, which kind of a leader will equate his life with the life of millions of Igbos? A leader will even like to give his life to a struggle provided that his people be saved. So any leader that feels that his life is equal to the life of the whole Igbos is a selfish one, an interest, and he is using that as a threat. Yes, he's using that as a threat. How can you tell people no even in fact he was specific also that arrest here? One accident. The video I watched in ya one accident. You wanna go? Mana no katalo. Onwe ife merie. Asina agbawuri agbawu ma one mere ife. Now can you Kelafa this Nollywood Muna Obiade wo the Nollywood actor cheru na bank na Asaba ije withdraw ego ndo ohi we bi ohi ewe gbawa egbe ngwo stray we tuta owe nwo so Mathias God forbid they fa me ndo otu ebe agbuwe mmadụ. So many people buy ngolu at the rate of insecurity. Odaruke onye gbawuri till today. $D kunyiri onye gbawuri till today. UC Clinton onye gbawuri till today. Do you want me to mention names? Kelonye gbal convoy Efa Nyoba n'Enugu. How many people know that Efa? 2 days ago, Abi Efa, chief of staff to Governor Soludo, and another man attack a convoy ha Ifa gbalo pieces. Nde mo na Efa akare mmadu for. Onye gbawuru nda. We are living in a country where we can face insecurity anytime. At the height of that insecurity, Mathias na agba onwe ife melu ye. Kelonye toje nwanne ye. Kelonye toje nwanne ye. Kelonye gbulu this House of Assembly member nke Onisha onye gbulie. Ishoka akposalu mmadu na egbugolu bai etrest hunde gburu ha today. At the height of insecurity, Odaluke no, because of no Busuro Odaluke. Odaluka was in the beha, no we family sent Daluma the Uchasava, Kaketa, Yafo Mathias or Yafo. At the midst of insecurity no Anibo, come on and why we family Siji den Madu Busia, Onye Bolu si Buonye, si Buonwe, si Muyunu Koko, si Boha, na me to come. Okucha Fenisi. He want to go. And if you mother and Ezeaku talk about insecurity in Nigeria and not Mathias. And that is why when you see people talking about irrelevant things on social media, you pay attention. But when we talk about critical things that can build us, that can make our environment safe, it took one thing because no or has here. Do you think I have any personal interest in Mathias? You know? What is my business with Mathias? I have no business with Mathias' personality as Mathias. I have interest in his activities, which is capable of endangering other Igbo people. Even if you feel you have an extended family in Igbo. And the Oka church is a place that is always crowded with people. And you are seeing somebody posing a threat to such organization. Oh no, doka every mmadụ na-eme ọ na-ekwu ọ na-eweje threat n'ime afịa. Every mmadụ na-eme ọ na-ekwu ọ na-eweje threat n'ime afịa. Ị nọ n'umeshi ọnụ. Something do capable of ikpuchapụ mmadụ. Something do capable of ikpuchapụ mmadụ. Yeah? If you can ebe trailer fail will break, run into a private home. On ilo, ebe trailer fail will break. Na woni mafia. You know the level of casualties are in. And ekwu on ekwu as if na mama hife na-ekwu. Eh? Isi na nna anu sa Mathias Ogo because of no na-ekwu maka omenala agbagongo na ije n'ụmụ ụzọ otolo na gosi ife nnewi nwelu ụmụ ụka ọdịnala dowalu besi nsi gosi ife nnukwu ọgaranya ifugodubeye ifube gosi ife enwelu na ọbụ ọgaranya ka ị bịara Mathias ise nobody n'ebe gosi ịchọka mmecha vidio akịta epostuo m ka ifube gosi ife ịpụta be gosi ife agwa n'obe shikasị na ya da ụtụ ya agwa n'obe ibete ya da ụtụ ya agwa n'obe innocent ya da ụtụ ya ọgaranya nwere ife ifube odo anya n'obe big man ka ị bịara mana gosi ife na-emere onwe ife ọ na-emere onwe. How many of them? There are so many of them. Mathias is not the first. Mathias is not the first. He cannot even be the last. So what makes you think that the reason? Even umunam, ayi we nwa dibia. No umunam. Ayi na yo eme meeting no umunna. Number yo do na phone m. Only even chọrọ ejue mma akwese mpado ne kedu ife concern na believe if I cannot convert him the way I can preach to him, lobby him to, why will I force him? So why are they making it seems like they don't understand what we are talking about activities in Mathias? Mathias is the only one. That is why J package that you are dividing Igbos, that you are terrorizing Igbos. Jepa ekwu because no also nya who the only person na-ekwu okwu ọdịnala okwe nwere ndị na-alụ dibia enwere ndị si tụrụ that practice wee na-enwe ego na-enwe nke wu ego tụka ndị dibia ma ụfọdụ n'ime ha jikwa ya egwu wayo ha eburu ha n'isi etu Mathias si wee gwa chụburu ya n'isi ifu the way Mathias si eme nke udo anya na onye ahụ somebody na drive towards a particular interest. Yes, the field is green for everybody. Yes, but what we don't want is you coming to start inciting Igbos against each other, telling them Nandoka Merehanka, Nandoka Chukwuemenka, they are deceiving my people, they are doing this one, they are doing this one. Election in Azo, is it a position in the church? Is it not a position Nigerian constitution created for you to get something from government to serve your people, to give to your people, and not for you to get from the church to give to your people? House of Rep in Azo, is it a position in church or is it a position in government? If you eventually win that position, is it a position for you to get something from church for people or to get something from government for people? So I want to understand why church, how they fight us, they are killing us, they are doing this one, they are doing this one, they are doing this one. Spreading hatred among people. Evangelist Ebuka Obi ha na-akpọ on ha hụ ndị Igbo ibe o nwere onye Yoruba nọ n'ime ha. How many times ka ekpogolo onye Depo? How many times ka ekpogolo Adeboye? How many times ka ekpogolo Justin Suleiman? How many times ka ekpogolo all those Yoruba and also Hausa pastors? Buba ha na ndị otu ha. How many times ka ekpogolo Hafa? How many times ka ekpogolo all those ndị imam ndị na-akpụ isi n'ala? Are you not aware that some part of Enugu State, Bono, are dominated by Indena Isinana? Are you not surprised that some part of Imo State are dominated by Indena Isinana? When are you ever going to stand up and start talking against those people? Are they not a religious organization? That is to show you have a bad agenda about a section of Igbo. And in the end, support Mathias Nefa, God will judge all of you. Because you feel like it's a God will judge all of you. Because no one if intel no ordinary Igbo. It's your choice for you to say I want to go to church. So it will be a thing of disgrace if you come out and say that it is Mathias that is awakening your soul or your mind. A social media influencer. Because we justify this as if all not too bad. So ordinary you use against your people. One get an Mathias for somebody a team up with him to carry out an action that is going to make Anglican diocese of Southeast Anglican diocese to collapse. One get an Mathias for somebody ally no on. Kobulaga busondo karine no na Southeast. One only lawful. That's no yam. When you do for John Mario, you wish you because you want to correct your child. You see, no yam. You see, no yam. You see, no weekend. And now you're here better. Now, say, Emeke yamu, the property I Jimmy, Jesus, for that, Bolone Kijanare correct. Udi for John Sukuruma, Yanemen. Boneki that correct why. If I'm not correct one with love because you want that child to do better. Your anger against that child is because he or she is not doing better. And that is the first thing Mbuzo we analyze here. When I started engaging with Mathias, thank God it was Shekube, his second in command, that joined my program maybe about 3 years ago. Major Shekube, see your anger with Mathias, is it against Ifojo Ejuke me, or is it against Christianity as a religion? If you do against Oka, is it because no when some church leaders see Joka when they me for job? Kai we malo na ya got after getting rid of those bad influence, no. Within the church, or say no. Now their battle is against the church. No kaya malele na Igbo. You see, it becomes a battle. Now I have no problem. Begin to constructively engage our people. Go on evangelism. Go and tell our people the reason why they should turn to tradition. Abi omen ordinary, not tradition. We are all traditional people. Tell them the reason. Spread the message. No oka today. And it's your man no oka. We look in and no pastor ya say no one believe na chuku na police ya no. We will always tell you of the need for you to turn to Christ, then tell you about the judgment at the last day. The judgment at the last day. You know that go? About the implications of not believing in Christ, about the benefit of believing in Christ. That is evangelism. You may want by force. To the point, all you can just say, I hope now His Majesty no forgo the mind of somebody in your 5 million. Sometimes you people should stop being too kind. Stop being this kind of kind. No. 5 million. 5 million will need with the 5 million Jenye Seraphic Hospital. Na nka glory. Oni wo je na teaching hospital newu. Nye heye. Oni wo je ni hiala. Wori je na Niger Foundation Enugu. Wori je na Toronto Hospital Onitsha. Wori je na all these places since you want to give it to a hospital. Or he will need somebody mana no ji we na push personal agenda. Oputazi ogwa na ebe nwelu a voluntary donor. By the way, that 5 million ebuko onugo without the highest donor. The highest donation. The highest donation ndo mena na Mathias Ezeaku. Igbo love themselves. The highest donor including nke Mathias Ezeaku, the convener of that hospital, including nke Nyanwatiri. This is the highest donor. Obiara from a Christian who did not bother to see that you are this or that. He gave that money. He gave that money. Benefit from that money, and then that benefit from that money. That is to show this is a critical example of two people for you to actually see who is who and who is not who. You want to go? A fair practical and evident in the life of Mathias. Yes. Oh, go to know with free hospital on he must have to give it at a price for you to exchange your soul. If you don't exchange your soul to his so-called Omen and Ashosh, you cannot benefit from that free healthcare service. So, can you feel the bad? Bible mana ebuka onungwo wodega nye wholeheartedly wolega thinking that na onye ọ na-enye ego owu mmadụ na onye ọ na-enye ego mmadụ. We have played his words when I say out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speak. Mathias for alliance or he can do and undo. For me ndị ka na-ekwu talk about insecurity, don't worry. Happen one. Be proactive. All our government here na do proactive. A lot of things. Be do ke egwuregwu. Only crush the mgbe ahụ bie. Imechi ọnụ nọrọ na-eche mgbe intention onye ahụ manifest chal. Rolo onye ahụ n'elu gbajie ye. I na-eche mgbe aya bịa ha asị tụọ ya nga. Aya asị may ya arrest. Invite ya na ye sit ye me down. Go through his actions and activities. Regulate him if on let him mind his words. Control the choice of the words when they use when they instigate our people. Today, if they only have or Omen and Mathias Ezeaku on, your mind na do so bitter. You didn't have go. No, they had a wish mother. In one such kind of a person, maybe you only and Kebaram, there will come a time na ni boya after the Bible will put it away. So onye gwaro there will come a time na ni boya if onye Bible will put it away. So such kind of a person on a year that time, get time on a chifa, mgbe aye mecha nwe power. Get time on a chifa. So what if fast forward that time somebody we need the kind of support on a check or that time. We need that kind of support now by making every single thing we needed to enforce us available at his disposal. Think of time when they fire hand. There will come a time when you will Bible, you will look at two way, or yes, use your man at 2 way and an Igbo, or you mean at 2 way, or go on at 2 one of them mother funya empower ye that he cannot carry out all those things on you, that he will still continue to wait for bar. I have sense by force. So to have sense is a must. To have sense is a must. Share this video. When you share this video, tag the necessary people. Let activities of Mathias be checkmate activities here. That guy is very dangerous to Igbo. That guy is very dangerous to Igbo. He's very bitter. They will be here to too much. That person, an enemy of Igbo, can easily use him against Igbo. No doubt about that. Ono shune kwelu. Shola insecurity ayi ku make. Mmiri eluho onye Igbo no kpanta no ya kwe. Mmiri eluho onye Igbo. Aya like ekwowa mmiri no nana. I na like mgbe mmiri ya gbakutawa oriwesi aya eriwe. That's why onye Igbo ji awu a victim. Almost ebo na ya no na. I na awu victims. We lack preventive measures. We lack it. The one in Lagos. ewepụta kanal debe for sale onye Igbo egolu, ewepụta mmiri waterways ebe mmiri na-aga debe for sale onye Igbo egolu, ewepụta ebe a reserve for park onye Igbo egolu. Echi niile gọọmenti bupụta master plan otibe mkpu na-egbu onye na ba na-egbu onye. Why can't you prevent something? Why do we always want to be victims in everything? Even what we can avoid, we cannot avoid. Mmiri zoo na Lagos tato dole ebe niile very soon ndị Yoruba ebupụta master plan Lagos ya. A lot of building ideas ala lord n'obodo a elu ala ba hebewekwa na onye Yoruba esika o nwere some places na Lagos ya yafunata onye Yoruba ka ọbịa bụ n'ebe a. Reason we because hafu bụ master plan ebe a. Mana iru agoda kịta ide wuno 300 million na agoda onye Yoruba egol, ide wuno 500 million na agoda onye Yoruba egol, ide wuno 300 million na first stack onye Yoruba ya ego. O nwere areas do na Lagos ya ide wuno ifulu Oyimbo ifulu Ojuelegba na ndị otu some of those places do dominated by Yoruba landlords. Iru ebe ahụ ide wuno Yoruba egol, mana o nwere udu na ihe edewe na satellite town ebe a onye Yoruba ya ekwego. O nwere unu ihe edewe na agọ onye Yoruba ya ekwego. O nwere ụdị na ihe edewe na ụmụ VGC VI Lekki Oshidi na ndị otu ya onye Yoruba ya ekwego. Before ogorogodi ọ ya like ijegodu na in the planning jeneme the master plan of that place. Mala ọpụ na unu ọ na-ego owu unu alụlụ na waterways ebe mmiri si aga which ọwụ na akụtu ha today aka ya akụtu ya echi niile alụchisichana ebe niile mmiri si asese kanal niile do na Lagos. Ndị Igbo ewuru n'ụlọ rụchisicha ya mmiri zụọ dọla ebe niile afụbụ m an insensitive echi niile ibebe akwa. Look at market ewuru shops na arụchisi ebe niile a na-apaki moto iburu moto bata n'ime afịa ya fụzi ebe pakịrị mmiri eriho ndị Igbo ahụ agbapụ ọsọ mmiri. Prevention is what we lack. We always want to start crying na-egbu anyị. Alụchisicha n'ụlọ ebe niile ewepụta master plan of ime afịa niile enwere nkịta na Igbo ma na Lagos mkpu afịa ebe niile efukwa another second round of iti mkpu na ewunu nke akụtụsichara ụbọchị a ebe elecha pipelines. The last time enwere explosion around those areas a lot of unu ndị be anyị gbachara taa ụfọdụ sinkra sink mana ya fụnye Yoruba ya eje na that area ebe enwe pipeline ebe mana onwe ndị na-eji egwu mmanụ enwe chances of pipe burst. Ya fụ onye Yoruba ma onye Hausa ya eje ebe a jegolu ụlọ mana iru ebe a ndị Igbo egukọrọ ụlọ ma ebe a reserve for ndị amị military zone. Iru ebe ahụ ndị ụbọchị ndị amị laụcha ahụla teta si na ha chọrọ ikpukpu ebe niile o nwere ike owuru ebe a reserve aya alụ military hospital ebe a reserve aya eji wee setụrụ ndị amị nye ha ebe ha ya alụ settlement ha ofu onye eje kugata n'azụ lewe ihe ndị Igbo ebusite ego a na-ego onye agụrụ 3 plot ogoro 4 ogoro ọlụmụ ụlọ echi niile ebupụta master plan of ebe a ebu aka dị sitiwe mkpu they don't like us jee mee demolition na Agụda. Ọkwa nwe ndị be anyị nwechara ụlọ na Agụda more than 40-50 years ago. Ụfọdụ n'ime ha nwụọna ụmụ ha nwerukwa ụlọ, ụfọdụ n'ime ha mechara na East ụmụ ha nwerukwa dị ụlọ. Ugboro one ka ịnụ daa n'arụ na-eme demolition na Agụda. Surere, in fact anywhere na Surere ma Bode Thomas kpọba afa ha ugboro one ka ịnụ daa n'arụ na-eme demolition ebe a. Why demolition niile a na-eme na Lagos ji wee wụrụ around those areas ebe a ndị Igbo na-emepe gas ọfụ? Why o ji wee wụrụ around those places? All because of na ebe ni gasị atụcha na well planned side the National Theatre na ndị otu pagharị Surere pagharị ebe gbone ka ịnụ daa n'ala onye nwere building ebe a nọkọta atiwe mkpu hey they are demolishing even orire ebe ni apart from area ahụ ọdụkwa ka ndị amị nwe. All these things are very clear. Aplanụcha Lagos nwee flow of water from canal to canal till ọba ocean. Mmiri zoo osi na canal gaba but these days kịta mmiri zopụ ha jee na kpako ejugo mmiri na ha ezopụ ojugo. Reason wu because ebe niile mmiri ahụ si flow apụ ablọkụ channel rujusicha ya ụlọ mmiri ahụ zozi ọdọrụ canal ahazi flow canal ahazi flow less na abịa gwọcha ya agwọcha one nde na-eme ife niile ahụ ọmọ Igbo a na-ekwu ya ọdụ ka ya asị ekwuekwana m nke a ọkwụkwọ mkpu ife ya emechaa cause problem ka m furu n'oge bido tibe mkpu erezie campaign against it Mathias change with the kind of words ọ na-use today ya afọ m na m na-akpọ afa ya echi niile ka ife m na-akpọrọ afa ọ chọọ iburu alụsị ha ka ife oburu dọra ọ chọọ ka ọlụ ofu ụlọ skyscraper were emelu museum alụsị ka business ya ka ọwụ son of my business is none of my business go mana ịda achọ ka ewuru a danger impending danger we cannot allow you to germinate it's not possible so ewere na Lagos kụzikwa ndị be anyị ife ịchọ mụrụ ịchọ amụna even ndị na-asịghị hapụ Lagos jebe east even na east irukwa na east ebe ahụ ịma na ofu onye je weta allocation ya nlewe ndị mmadụ a na-egokọ because so ụmụ nwere ego so ndị Igbo nwere ego eji ego property elegodo property 10 billion onye Igbo eje go ọ chọghị ịma chọghị ije mee due diligence ka ọ malụ area ị na-ego ụlọ is it even a residential area ị na-alụ free station is it even designated for such properties all these things we fire that kụziri ndị be anyị area ebe ije goro ka ịlụọ factory ewepụta master plan ya echi niile a designated that area na factory ya dị it is very simple shop igoje na master plan ya ọ shop dị ebe a ka ụzọ gala ebe a ka leisure place ka emelu ya dị ebe a ịjụọ ya onwe gị ịjụcha ya onwe gị ime something ka ọ ghara i-prevent go ka ọ ghara iwe chi niile ibebe akwa ohichi niile ibebe akwa anya mmiri a na-agụsịsị gị n'anya anya mmiri a na-agụsịsị gị n'anya a lot of ndị Igbo ba ya ada like prevention ha ada like prevention okwe ma prevention ọ gbara anyị ọsọ and we will continue to cry until the day I decided inebe anya na pray until before until na ye bido nebe anya na before we talk about after. We always overlook before and we always come out to cry about the effect after. Generally, some places say side the trade fair majority of those areas or pipelines and if as far back as 10 years 15 years now won't be around that area you just about 100% of uno there bar who within how many years ago and don't be no nina onweka echeta mgbe ahụ enwe pipeline ofu pipeline gbara ebe a ichetara ya mana a lot of uno ndị be anyị nwere ndị uno ha tụrụ nkọta nwe ndị dete mgbara uno ha into two nwe ndị dete nsenkele uno ha nwobele jezie na satellite town ka ife bụ ndị be anyị na-ekpuchisi kanal ebe mmiri na-aga n'ala uno mmadụ ịnọrọ etu a ị na-afụ ime mmiri anya onye nsị ọflọsh ya osi na pipe baa n'ime mmiri jee na satellite town ka ife ebe ndị be anyị na-anwachisi mmiri n'ala ụlọ mmiri ndị Yoruba rụrụ n'ọkanalụ mmiri zochaa si from satellite si from ebe a si from ebe a osi na pipeline gaa nakpuo na kanalụ si ebe a kwuru mmiri niile ahụ nwee connection to the nearby ocean ebe ọ ya anakpu ilu ebe ahụ jee na mmụọ majority part of amụwowu mmiri anwachisicha na mmiri niile ahụ you are still asking yourself why o ji eme mmiri zochaa taa ọ ya before ọta ebe ka ọ ya esipụ kelee ebe ọ ya esipụ ka nna ajụ kelee ebe ọ ya esi wee pụ otu onye Yoruba gwa bịa goro ụlọ ebe a ọ gbaghị na onye ego iche na onwe ego ọ ya ejigo go na ya na-eti mkpu they are doing this, they are marginalizing us, they are doing us this, they are doing us this. Ha na-eme anyị nka na-eme anyị nka mekene nke ihe eme werugodo aka ahụ nyere onwe gị aka nke ihe nyere onwe gị ihe enye onye ọ na-achọrọ ịza landlord ọsụkwa onye arụta ofu mkpankwu ụlọ n'elu mmiri ma ya nwụ ụlọ landlord o si na isi bata ọ na-agba obe na Lagos a na-eme Very nonchalant set of people. Anyway, before Memeshie, I am calling on Governor Chukwumasas Shorudo and the deputy. You people should look and checkmate the activities of Mathias. Otherwise, I will refer you people to today. May God forbid that we will refer back to broadcast America. Then I'll go Mexico talk about insecurity. Then don't worry. Don't worry. Timembu security of women Kenu. And with so many mission schools, and we're not able. And we're in the sisters fellowship with them. And we're all Harrow Seminary. And we're Bishop Crowder. And we're so many. And we're all Kelavaya, Carol's Convent. And we're Bishop Ozodike. And we're so many mission schools on the east. Everyone I not there now go. And somebody is raising a threat. You are relaxing. As you go talk about those students they kidnap. Nke me go make adom akari nke e ka ya prevent ko ga ime. Abi nke me go make adom ba. More na church ya more like an institution that if you want to talk against the church ya no go ka institution into ndị Igbo to we as a tribe to we institution of people. You don't know. There are some things that you don't say. You have to be sensitive in saying that. You don't have to be all vocal and vulgar because you can incite people. And when you incite people, the result, you are very disastrous. Manane ekuye, onaya gotifa na eku. Kawana nzu, kawana nzu, abekwa na family ono. Nde no na no, in fact, nde no to 500. 480 can a joker. 480 can a joker. You are not thinking about the safety of those 480. You are not thinking about the safety of your Mathias Ezeaku and Doka and Wisdom Mama as you go play the full video. Yeah, can play the full video. Can we full reason? Do reason enough for Mathias he declare and new on my own joke I am. I don't understand. Gen Z generation here. More for the 1980. Mezus Garizi, Komazi na from 2020 to 2005, 2007, 2009. For the Nimo Mazia, Kadundamo na 1980 na 1970. We make sense. Yeah? If you know one equally, you show him with sense. Yeah? Look at the issue of tribe, Melo even Nanibo. Yeah? Position no man's and the canoe today, condition honor today is still because of tribe. Ndeni ne mugole bu na Igbo today, mandenda miburu, manda ijaka ibu, kawu because of tribe. Umegu na yema buho, na ife basaro tribe and ife basaro religion. Na book on the haram na ebunda osata, na ebundi Igbo. All what because of religion, no. All what because of religion. Nde Fulani esme na nebusisi nde mmadụ jede na ife ha na-ekwu wala achọm ikwuru enisi. It is still inenekwe onwekwara strong foundation na religion. Tribe and religion emegide na ife. Still you don't want to release your sense. Do flexible around that area. Malo na nwere ife na-aza choice of people. Ka ife human right na-eme. Human right na ensure na onye ọna nwere right to live for belief provided na ọ ga contrary to the law. That is why onye ka ejigwa na ndo chai follow no far ahead of us. They introduce human rights to help to protect people against those that will come after their belief as people. You still want us to go and start living as if we are living in the Stone Age. Many the major organizations in Nigeria will go to people in their millions. Only foundation na religion, only foundation na tribe. We still don't want to learn. Ndocha ka na-eme ife tribe. Ndocha tata amụọ na California, iwe onye California. Ebe ọnwụ na amụrụ today, ebe a ka nationalize, onye ebe a ka ewu. Ifu da na ebe onye ọcha kwukọtara okwu sị ọnwụ na Obama bụ onye Africa here, all the way from Kenya. na Obama nwere ike ịchị America all the way from Kenya here. Obama nwere ike ịchị America. Keriva ka na aka akụkọ onye pụta ọsị na ọwụ onye Igbo, ama na Igbo, ama nka, ahụ onye Yoruba, ahụ nka. Is it not something ọnya ka na-egbu anyị? How many states ka anyị nwere here? America nwere 50 states if I'm not mistaken. Yet they are able to live in unity, not minding their diversity. Yeah? They are still able to live in unity. Abieba, ewo tribe, ewo nka, ewo onye Igbo, na-eme nka, onye ụka, onye omenala. Gbakene mu na ọ na Mathias ya gwo onwe eziokwu. What has he the church got to deal with the development in Nigeria? Can if mmadụ na-eje to build his best personal relationship with God, his personal belief, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. I mean, as a Christian, onye nwelu nni ọ na-eri n'ụlọ can decide to fast. Why no nwelu nni? How is it your business? How is it your business? Onye nke asị, the day you understand that religion is man-made, both that your church and tradition, mgbe Josh na-edu nwokoro, phone ahụ iji n'aka, is it not man-made? Do you know how you struggle to protect that your phone because of benefit phone ahụ na-enye you? Tell me from akwanyi, I can never allow you to remove this plot na ahụ because na iyipụ ya ọfụ nke ahụ man-made. Nke ahụ man-made wu nke nji man-made akwa wee kpuchi. Kedu ife unu na-akọghị uduru ife nwe isi? Onye ka nji wee sị, there are some teachings that are not relevant because onwe ife nji eme. Ụfọdụ teaching na maasị dibịa ha dị, onwere ife nji those teaching eme. It is useless to me. How can you tell me that religion is man-made? If religion is man-made, phone now, what is it? Mmiri a, what is it? Power bank here, what is it? This power Mike Monyo yourself amahom ebe unu kwụsịrị ịnụ ife na-ekwu. So for onye na-asị that religion is man-made, yes, it's man-made. Allow people to, you are free to preach to people to change from what they believe in, but onye nye power efforts mmadụ, onye nye power efforts mmadụ. There are so many man-made things we need. They are still part of day-to-day running of Ndwai. They are very critical to the day-to-day lives we live. In fact, you cannot do without them, yet they are man-made. In fact, those man-made things are made to supplement those natural things. Amu ekunambada is a natural thing or man-made. But I bet you cannot move out of your house without that man-made cloth to cover that nakedness. So, ebe unu na-esi eje borrow ta orientation unu ji ekwu for the ife. Vehicle, motor ana-anya today is a man-made. Plane ana-anya is man-made. Ship is man-made. Yet, all these things are very critical to day-to-day lives we live here. You need that man-made ship to transport your cargoes, goods from China to Nigeria. You need that man-made aeroplane to fly yourself from here to China. You need this man-made Eva for you to be able to know the time and keep to your appointment. You need this man-made bottled water for you to be able to drink clean water. You need this man-made phone to be able to communicate. You need this man-made mic to be able to enhance the sound. You need this man-made tape to be able to seal up if he may go. So who says that religion is the only thing that is man-made? If you are saying it is man-made, yeah, let me flow with you in that argument. Have you seen that some of the things Sonuneku is as useless as ever? It's more like useless as a tissue paper use. China people are busy producing phone, but you are here fighting for church. They are busy producing phone. Yes, I am productive in my own area. Ensure that you are also productive in your own area. Phone man maybe a kita. I will take it to Computer Village. A fix here. I won't take it to China. Guess what? I will not take this phone to China. Shelf Nina Deba. I did not import them to China. Whereas name will foreign one, which you can also import from China or anywhere. But this shelves needed there was made here in Lagos by our people. So I want to understand when you talk about the China and America, and we are busy doing this. Phone motor who may be here today, I can take it to a mechanic. A budget motor man Victor on a first stack. Victor has a PCC engine motor. Assemble engine motor. I don't mind. The last time motor, I did not take it to China or Germany. I don't know first stack ever. Are you getting my point? The day Nejen got Potanam with it, Tayam, maybe I got a black person named Joker. In fact, no no kakosi wepota. Onye na go mo can swear do it. Or be those shalom Tayam, Lupata am not sure back to now. So can you tell me this nonsense Sununeku, the China and America, the American and America? Tell me. Tell me. We have our black people here who are working as engineers in those countries. In fact, a Chinese man, they need even more, and more Nigerian English teachers. They are paying them a lot of money to come and teach them English language in the Britain. So, all on the China will realize that their Chinese language is not enough to connect them to the rest of the other part of the country. They now have to bring in people as experts in teaching them English language, and they pay them a lot of money. Last time, Anya, money from China. Barumna, no one am there China. Now that who makes book and when I could say English. So I don't understand. I don't understand. But the fact is that some of you decide to go. Epochi Obolo. Who they decide to go, it was you. You want to go? Who they decide to go, it was you. Because you people don't know the truth. Ono bachi obolona because no no eziokwu. Agbageba, ebayeba, agbageba, ebayeba, agbageba, ebayeba. For example, also sometimes we don't understand you. You are against Dibias. Why Ezeaku is against church? It's still the same thing. You guys are the same thing you guys are doing. Why are you disturbing Ezeaku? I am against those people who are using the name of Dibia. They bunde madu wayo. Ichokwado against those people who use Christianity will bunde madu wayo. Onya wepu ne so we brain. Ifele umepo kita anko walo ye. Agbango sego. Ichi practice ordinana. Practice ordinana in good faith. The same way you can say ichi ekoka kawoka neziobi. When you talk about the ndeji ordinana, you not talk about the ndejuka. But that is not a woman made. Now you need to go back to the ways of your father. You need to do this. No kayana. That is the message of Ezeaku. I hope you know. That is the message of Ezeaku. Religion is man-made. This one is this one. This one is this one. Religion is the only man-made something. Njoge be no kete sending of endosha. It better become buying solar. Buying solar keta. Go voice note to send them. Buying solar. Buying solar. Buying solar. Buying solar. For technology kita yeah for technology feni now even do chamelu munago otoro munago at our every beck and call una na ekwugeri every day ndo cha this Gwakinimu keri ife life ga ka awu without ndị ọcha. Nya ka uche munu na akọ ụfọdụ ife onye ọcha bịara ka o meru nka onye ọcha bịara ka o meru nka. It is only Christianity with the only man-made religion ewotara here. Efulu mana every single thing ndị ọcha wotara ebe a do beneficial to you. Every other thing ndị ọcha wotara ebe a do beneficial to you. You see? So la aye unene man na unit okafone. E what I go? Every single thing ndo cha wotala aye balu mu na ulu. Even Mathias, for Mathias ide ejebe ndo cha je na ebute moto ndo cha nya during the time of Lord Lugard. Bia na ele ye ba wori na enwe ego. It is still because of ndo cha ko ju enwe that thing on eme. Every day, the Oyibo man, Oyibo this, Oyibo that, Oyibo this. You are bragging about taking somebody to India. Why ni hebulu nya buna ye uzo wane bon? Iye hebulu onya hipo weji India. Keje wolu medicine ndocha we boye. Why did you not take that person to uzo wane bon? Mbo wando uzo ni nene ukwu living in a global community. Ono kana eme Igbo this, Igbo that, Igbo this, ndị Igbo. Woruzie ni iwu onye Igbo amepụta anything do useful. Onwe fi eji emepụta. Onwe ife mere gbara na me lachapụ ọsọ. Ijewe Senate Kidney Center Abuja. Ijewe ebe nwanu. Ijewe St. Nicholas na Lagos. Ijewe St. Nicholas na Lagos. Ijewe India. Yeah? Gwazie m otu mkpụrụ ife Igbo. Yeah? Boy. Ngwanenu, Obia, you don't know that they carry your battery. That's why you cannot produce nothing. So that Jesus will do everything for you. Mathias, just look at the group of people you are training. Just look at the group of people you are training. Johel Pharmaceuticals set up a pharmaceutical company factory in Oka, producing almost many of the medical equipment, medical products. Many teaching hospitals in Anambra State and South East in the use till today. Johel Pharmaceutical, locally made in Oka. Only Igbo sukele ba na asim na ebuje battery ya. That's why he cannot produce anything. Ịpụta na nkwọ Nnewi je na nwa agbala. Ifu ebe ụmụazị bayi na amụchi ife ndị ọcha lụlụ into our own ifa. Japan of Africa is not n'ọnụ. Je na aba ka ifu ebe ụmụazị bayi na alụ akpụkpụ. A na-akwa akwa na aba. O nwewo mmanụ nwere a clothing factory na aba. A na-akwachasịcha akwa na aba buru ebuje Kenya. Buje South Africa, buje na imokwe ebe akpụkpụ esi na aba ebupu na-eje. Many of those people Christians so ngwande na-eje na-eme ọdịnala n'ime ha. So tell me, what has religion got to do with how productive you can be? Tell me. There are those artificial things that we fight. Some of those things, some of those problems were man-made. Even at that particular point, onyocha na esibe ndocha bia synagogue ebe abia cho solution. Because no onyocha mana nke akaligo ife mmadu yeme. President na-achị obodo na-esi obodo ye wee resources niile ahụ nwere bia sekpuru ana n'ihu altar mmadụ na ife a nigomo na ife awuzi onye karịrị mmadụ katawa adụlụ nara ebe a na-akọ ifo ezugo live Ezeaku alone, live on Ezeaku alone. ịghọtago kedu ife ị na-ekwu agbaghị ebe a unu eje ebe a agbaghị ebe a unu eje ebe a agbụ na ebe a unu eje ebe a. I have just made you to understand now that Mathias enwere anything ọ na-akọ. He's talking nonsense. He's talking nyanyampo. He's talking nyanyampo. Bana Nnewi today. Irukeful people engaging in different activities. Machine ume bien na Nnewi. Amomi onwebu onye nnụrụ n'obuje machine ya buje ebe ndọcha alụrụ engine machine ahụ. Mana ndị bayi ya tosa engine ahụ. In fact, ndị bayi na-ejezi be ndọcha. Gwa ndọcha ife achọ ka alụrụ anyị. Knowledge anyị. Rụọlụ m ife dị otu a. Ọ mmadụ gwara ndọcha do na power bank na-ebu ibu. Rụọlụ m nke a. Some of these things ndọcha need ebe ha because na ha na-enwe ọkụ. Some of these things ndọcha ha use. All these things wo mind of an African man, a Nigerian man. Biko na ya ha enwe ọkụ bai kedu ife mmadụ nwere ike iji as a external power. Ọ pụọ n'ilo phone ya nyowa, orie charge ya phone ya. O je ruo ya buru ebunata. During the time of phone mgba na ncho phone ya ebu radio. Show phone ya dey me browsing. Show phone ya dey emefa. Show phone ya dey emefa. Show phone ya dey emefa. Ọkwa onye Igbo dokayo. Ọ hapụrụ brain ha jee na China lụọ ebata ewurukwa egbu ozu were enwe ego. During the time of solar ndọcha unu ole ka ya afụ na America amount solar. Most of those obodo government they generate electricity. Akwụọ ụgwọ nwa you pay your tax. When you pay your tax on all these things, you enjoy it. But all these things whom even ndị Igbo na ndị Nigeria ji obi ha wee chepụta match with Western technology eme ya ọdụ possible. Nọrọ ebe a na-akọ ndị China na-alụ nka ndị China. So ịmụọ na ife China na-alụrụ America ka nkụ. Ịmụọ na ife China na-alụrụ different countries waja. You don't know. You don't know. A model that the cost of producing handmade closure in China is too expensive. Na China wana South Korea ka ha na-eji alụ closure because na labor to ship weba. These are the factors somebody like Mathias can never understand. These are factors somebody like Mathias can never understand. Yeah? Eji mosil jede ndọcha na onye ọcha nwere nke a, onye ọcha nwe nke a, onye ọcha na-eme nke a, onye ọcha na-eme nke a. Ajụọ m ajụjụ sị, onye a ọ na-akpagharịkwa akpagharị n'obodo a, onye nọ mkpọ na-ekwugheri ife a. Kedu ife fọla anyị elu n'obodo a? Ka ife fọla anyị elu n'obodo a? O nwere mgbe na-eme apụta eje kpọta ndị ọcha ha bịala ụlọ nwanne kịta kpọta ndị be anyị ghanyị n'ụlọ alụchachacha alụghị ụlọ adụ ka ife ji ebe ndị ọcha jepụta anyị narị alụsi ụlọ ndị ọcha ya bịa emụreti ọ ife anyị nwere be anyị mmadụ a na-ekwugheri na ife ndị dụka vinteji ha na-alụ vinteji ha ha ndụrụ chi imebeghị ishe na-ejesi China bụrụbeghị abịa dowe ebeghị ọ ife ndị be anyị na-eme. Many of those people onye adaghị eje ụka ọ na-eje omenala onye adaghị. So tell me that message Mathias nwere. Now you are leaving Jesus Christ for everything to do. They are preaching Jesus to us, making us to believe that there is nothing we can do our own. Owu etu akịta ọkụ m nyugolu ka na-eme eva na achọ ka m subscribe o sola m. Owu Jesus Christ ya bịa subscribe ru sola ọkwa m na ha achị subscribe sola m ka sola m nwekwa. Ana m ajụ ajụjụ na oge ọwụ na chiji ọkụ adụghọ ijekwata fuel ọwụ Jesus ka ị na. In fact chọọchị ahụ ị na-eje ọwụ Jesus bujerewu chọọchị ahụ ọhụngụ ji aka kwụ ụgwọ moto baa moto aga ụgwọ igoro n'irie ụgwọ akwụkwọ ụmụ wunuo ekwu ụgwọ akwụkwọ ụmụ. Can you tell me any single thing ị na-eme onye enweghị ego iju n'ọgwụ enweghị ego iju n'ọgwụ? If you have an opportunity of assisting him, assist him and don't talk nonsense. Ọhụmụ ya eje n'ụlọ ọgwụ Mathias na ọnụ nwere jee ka enye m free treatment. Ọmụ ya eje onye ọnwụ na jere ebe ahụ onye enweghị ego itriti onwe. Ịghọtago? Onye enweghị ego ife ọnwụ na mmadụ meghepụrụ ọnụ na mmadụ n'ụwa ahụ ife onweghị. Or ife onye provide nwere onwe. in case if you don't know. So when I na jablata ni no na akọ Mathias pụta ọsọ na na-eme je na teaching hospital Nnewi iru ebe aka ịfụ patients nọ na bịago n'ụlọ ọgwụ Mathias ha eluru nke nọ na even children ward at teaching hospital je na amakụ je n'ihe enu kpagara ihe ebe niile kedu ife dị ife ahụ ọ sịrị n'ọnya ka ọ na-emepe anya n'ọnya ya bịazigwa m na nri ahụ eje m n'ọgwụ nya ya bịagwa m na agụgụ m eje rie nri nya ya bịagwa m na ụla atọ m eje lahụla na bed nya ya gwa m na nchi ime travel eje mba moto kedu ife dị ife ahụ ọ sịrị n'ọnya ka ọ na-akụziri anyị kedu ife dị ife ahụ ọ sịrị n'ọnya onye ahụ ọ na-asị na ọ na-eche ka Jizọs bịa mere ife niile ọwụngụ gori akwa oyi n'ahụ wee isi ọta ọwụngụ gwara nya rie nri n'ụtụtụ ka agụụ ghara igbue kedu ife dị ife ahụ iche na-agwa ya ife ọnwụ na mmadụ bịakwutere onye ọgwụ ka imerie wee ife onye ahụ anyị emenwuru onwe ọ ife niile onye ahụ onwe kapasiti ime kedu ife Jizọs Kraịst nwee to do with that ebe ịfụrụ a sịrị na etu a ihu anyị dị n'iche n'iche etu a ka nsogbu anyị na-ekpere anyị si wee dị iche n'iche nje n'ụlọ ụka kịta sekpuru ana ọha ife nna ayọ ka onye nọ na nkọ na-ayọ imeghe obi mmadụ niile nọ n'ụlọ ụka kịta ị ga-afụri onye enweghị ego ọha ego dị ka ọ na-ayọ ị ga-afụri onye enweghị ego ọha na ego wu ife ọ na-ayọ Chukwu ife ọ na-ayọ dị Chukwu one other thing. So you cannot even assume prayer point onye ọna nọ n'ụlọ ụka agwa onye ọna kịta dee prayer point obi atụ win na basket ya atụsịkata prayer point ya adị eti mkpu ifụrụ na majority of people ahụ ego. In fact, problem na-ebuje more people to church or spiritual places is not money. Ndị niile na-eji agwa oke itewu ndị oke ọchịchọ ịghọtago ọsọ n'ụlọ ụka ka mma gwa na mmadụ ya dey pray for success. God bless the works of my hand. Ọ na-ekpe ekpere na-asị Chineke nya bless ya the works of hand ya mee ife ịghọtago. So tell me where Mathias got the instant that they are leaving everything for Jesus to do. They are doing this, they are doing this, they are doing that. Are they kwugheri? Ka ndebe no ya ọdụkwa nwa obele anyị shiatakwa ọzọ. Ịghọtago? Ọdụkwa nwa obele anyị shiatakwa ọzọ. Ịghọtara? Ọ karịa etu a ka m coordinate ya sola m.